Peace be with you. So this is the seventh and last video in the talk about Sadaqa from the Quran, and this is more of a warning. We can die any day, and Sadaqa is something that gets put on our scale with God. So God evaluates this and says, how did you do? So since we can die at any day, when should we be given this Sadaqa, and how emergent is this? And it is very emergent. So this is. Tomorrow you may not wake up, so you should give your Sadaqa today if you can. And sometimes we get, forgetful, sometimes we get lazy, and we just procrastinate, but then you just die one day and you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And sometimes with procrastination, you can lose months at a time. So in any case, God in 63rd Surah, or 63rd chapter of the Quran, verses 10 and 11, God says, "And spend out of what we have given you before death comes to one of you, so that he should say, my Lord, why did you not give me a little more time? Why did you not respite me to a near term?" All that means is, why didn't you give me more time? So that I should have given charity or Sadaqah and been of the doers of good deeds. And God does not respite a soul when its appointed term has come. And God is aware of what you do. Don't let this regret be your regret. That's just what it says. This is what this verse says. When your death comes, you're not going to be late for that. And it could be today, it could be tomorrow. And don't be of these regretful people that says, God, just give me a little bit more time. If you give me a little bit more time, I'm going to go and I'm going to give my Sadaqah so my scales can be right. But you don't get any more time. So this is a warning. Give your charity and give it now. And then the second verse I wanted to quote is in the 6th chapter of the Quran, verse 141. And it says, "And he it is who produces gardens, trellised, which is supported by trellis, and untrellised, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and palms and crops of which fruits are of various sorts, and olives and pomegranates like and unlike. Eat of its fruit when it bears fruit, and pay the due of it on the day of its reaping, and do not act extravagantly. Surely God does not love the extravagant." The reason why I chose to highlight this verse is talking about giving fruit, right? It's talking about giving fruit. As soon as you reap the fruit of what's in the ground, and in the earlier videos I was talking about, God says to give out of that what's in the ground, what was grown for us from the ground, and from what we earn. But it says, as soon as you reap it, pay its due. Give your zakat and give your sadaqah immediately. So I try to do that with my paychecks. I try to get my sadaqah immediately. I don't do it every single time, but that is something that I strive toward. So because you never know when you're going to die. So the faster you get that in your system, the faster you make that your habit, then the better of a Muslim you are. And I'm going to finish this series with a warning that also comes from the Quran. And this is in 14th chapter, verse 52. And it says, "This is a sufficient exposition or explanation for the people, that they may be warned thereby, and that they may know that He is one God, and that those possessed of understanding may mind." It's enough for you to know what to do. That's it.